Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Chuck Bartok here with some great information on how to assure your business success. I know you've attended the seminars, bought the ebooks, and every one of us, I guess, who have had some experience always want to point to methods that we've used in the past to assure business success. One of the things I want to bring out today is a little different twist. When you set up your business plan and start on this wonderful venture of your own self-directed business, we get real carried away with all of the things that have to be done. What I hope this quick video will point you to is there's really only one thing to have to focus about, and we're going to find out what that is by how we get there. I'm going to ask you to start thinking backwards for a while. We're going to take this ominous goal and break it down into very simple steps. I've used this system since 1968 when our very dynamic financial services marketing group locked ourselves in a mountain cabin. We did it every December for annual planning conferences, and we evolved into this system which worked very well for us, and it's continued to work for those of us that are still in the business today, regardless of the business we're in. Let's make it work for you. It was the principles that I learned in those days that helped me found a beginner's marketing class on the principle of solid business plan, reasonable cash flow projections, and applying massive action. These assets for planning and budget are now available in the membership section of the Focus Society Mastermind. Join us when you get an opportunity. All right, let's get started. The first thing to do to be able to work backwards and engineer your success is to write down your expected income. And you'll notice that I emphasize here expected gross profit. That's what you have to live on. That's what you have to pay income tax with. That's the amount of money that everybody looks for. Not gross sales, but gross profit. So in this instance, we're looking at $100,000 gross profit just because that's what everybody talks about. The next thing we want to do is enter your income per unit. What is your gross profit per unit? Whatever you're selling, a book, a juice, whatever it happens to be, you have a gross profit. Now, if you're manufacturing it, you have some fixed expenses, so we want to look at the gross profit per unit. I've thrown up here, for the sake of argument, $60 per unit. Then we want to average the total income desired and the average unit income and do the simple division. We've got $100,000 divided by $60 ends up that we need to sell in 12 months 1,666 units. And then we divide the units needed by 12 months for a year. And that year can start today. We don't have to wait till January to do this. When we do that, we find out that we need to, based on those parameters, and I want to emphasize, those are the parameters that we outlined in this demonstration, we need to sell 139 units per month. So to generate $100,000 gross profit income based on an average gross profit per unit, we need to sell 139 units based on those numbers, $160. $100,060. In the old days, we went a step further and broke it down into days set aside to work. We put a calendar, an annual calendar up on the wall, subtracted all the days we wanted off, vacations, holidays, whatever. Then we ended up with like 180 days. We divide 180 days and we find out how many units we have to sell per day. All of you have the opportunity to do that. I'm keeping these on a monthly basis. Okay, now you factor in conversion, because this is really what we're getting down to. What is it that you have to do every day? You don't have to worry about the numbers we just discussed. You have to worry about what we're going to get to now. And that is the conversion factor. What is your conversion, to see how many times your story, your initial story, needs to be told? What is conversion? That's the number of sales you get per number of presentations given. And I want to emphasize here, hopefully, that is to a targeted audience. Okay, let's postulate. If you're getting a 1% conversion, which, golly Moses, that's at the bottom of the heap, your story needs to be presented to 13,900 prospects a month to yield the projected income we discussed previously. Interestingly enough, if you increase your conversion to 5%, that's dropped down to 2,780 presentations per month, or approximately 100 a day. What are your conversion rates? Do you know how to increase your conversion? More on that later. So we agree to make $100,000 gross profit per year with a $60 GP per unit and a 1% conversion. We need to be assured your story is told 166,800 interested persons a year. Does that sound impossible? Well, this is reverse engineering, remember. We're going to work things down to make it simplistic. First, we need to learn to increase conversion. We need to learn how to refine our targeted audience. We need to learn how to automate. My gosh, today, I wish we had the tools that's available to anybody starting in business today. I wish we had those tools in the late 60s. What a joy it is to wake up and know that my story is told to tens of thousands of people a day because of automation. That's interested persons. We want to increase our margin on a unit. That's another way to make life easier. What can we do to make our delivery of our units more work at a lower cost and therefore increasing our margin? And then the other opportunity, if we want to talk to less people, is to sell a higher priced unit. None of this is impossible. Again, we learn to increase conversion, refine our targeted audience, automate, increase margin on unit, sell a higher priced unit, and the area that most people on the internet today forget about is to increase sales to repeat customers. I talk to people every day who are talking about huge advertising budgets, AdSense budgets, and so on, AdWords budgets, I guess they're called. How come nobody spends time spending time, energy, and money with your existing customers, the most important people in the inventory of your work assets, your business assets? Okay, so to be under less stress and enjoy more, we need to learn to increase conversion, refine our targeted audience, automate, increase margins, sell at higher priced units, and increase sales to repeat customers. Solutions to assure you're attaining the goal. Write down your target income, determine your target sales number, understand and increase your conversion rates, and apply massive action daily. The last one, again, is something that people seem to forget about, and that's the application of massive action, and you'll see the solutions showing up in assuring you're attaining the goal. So really, you only have one thing to focus on. That's it. Only one thing to worry about. Getting interested persons to listen to, participate in, or watch your presentation. If you want to find out how really simple that is, just fill in the form on the right and you will receive more videos explaining each of these in detail and lessons explaining how to stay focused for success. This is Chuck Bartok again from Northern California and the Focus Society Mastermind, knowing that you have the ability to assure your goals and, again, to assure your success. Thanks for being with us. Don't forget to fill in the form on the right, and we'll be giving you more information.